Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to show you how to build instrumented tests in Android Studio. So if you don't know what is unit test, why should we use unit test and how to start implementing from beginning unit test, then please must watch my previous video as I mentioned all things in that. So now I'm going to tell something about the instrumented test. Why should we use instrumented tests? So if we want to test application behavior, then we have to use instrumented tests. Instrumented unit tests are tests that runs on physical device or emulator. So this is slower than local unit test because local unit test is run on local machine, or we can say it's run on JVM, that is faster than instrumented test. And in uh, instrumented test will be written in Android test folder. In local unit test will be written in com.test folder. So if you want to test any components of applications like text, button click, string, or anything related to UI, then you can create instrumented tests. So I have take two variable in my XML file for two text with first name and last name. Display text is Gayatri, and for last name text is Patel. So I'm going to create one instrumented test. So for what we are creating this, I'm just testing my XML components are displaying text which is my expected Gayatri. It should be Gayatri or not, or something like my app name should be my simple app name or not. So we can check that UI related things using instrumented test. So for that, just click on Alter Enter, then here create test, then it will be show testing library JUnit 4 and class name main activity test. And this is two method which is used to initialize variable before we use test. And we can say that if we don't want to use the variable, then after test finish it will be clear the memory, like we can assign null for that variable. Then click on OK. So for local unit test we have used the test folder, and for instrumented test we have to use Android test folder. Then click on OK and add. And one more thing, if you want to use your instrumented test, then you must have to use Espresso Library, that is Android X API. And by default, if you are creating new application, it will be there. So don't worry. And this, whatever we have created there, it will be here in Android test folder. Now we are going to write here test. So what we have to first annotate with run with. Then in this we are using Android JUnit 4 class. Then there are three types of tests: small test, medium test, or large test. If you want to mention here which test you are writing, then you can mention, but this is optional. So I'm writing here large test. Now if you want to test any activity or any class variable, then you have to first create the rule using the rule that instance of that activity. So I have to create get, you can use rule. Now I have to create main activity variable, that is activity rule. Activity rule that we have to use using activity scenario rule, and we have to mention here our class name, that is main activity class in Java. Now we are writing for test whether our text display is proper or not. It is as we have expected or it is different. So for that I am annotating first test, then I am creating function for check display text. This is for just example. Here I'm writing class. Now if we want to check text, then we have to use assertion. There are different assertion, view assertion, and like we can check the text with ID, or we can check whether it is like clickable or not, so we can use that. So I'm going to here first check my application name. So on view, I have to click on view, will be import, then with text, my app name, I have to enter r dot string dot app name. So I'm going to check is it display or not. Check its matches, and we have to use view assertion, then whether it is displayed or not. So here my app name is displayed or not, it will test that. Then if I'm going to check my text first name, so I'm going to create on view. Then if I know like ID, then I can check with ID. So my name is ID, first name, Alt enter. Then I'm going to check here whether it matches my expected string was Gayatri. So before that I have to matches for text with text, and then I can use here my string. To just finish that code, and second I'm going to test same as last name, so with ID, then r dot id dot last name, and I'm going to check it matches with text is Patel on us. So this is just 3 test string here. So now I'm going to test whether it is run or not. So here it shows my test is passed. So in my first name it was Gayatri, so already displayed, and in my last name was Patel. Suppose I'm going to here display, let's see, something wrong string. I'm going to pass and check whether it is right or not. Patel and Miss. So it is failed because it's expected only Patel. And so if we are, so we can test our components using the Espresso. If we want to check any behavior of our application, then we can use using instrumented test. So thank you guys for watching my video. I hope you enjoy my video. If you like my video, please subscribe my channel. Until then, bye.